We'll see how the voice holds up. I can feel it getting weaker. And if Mike doesn't do the game tonight, he said just be prepared. So I'm prepared. Oh, there you are. Oh, that was a quick voice tracking lesson. Outstanding. Oh. Maybe a quick post game. Depending on if Murph is here or not. If he doesn't come, then I'm going to do the Heron game. So we'll have to do the start of the game, get out. So I'll let you know. No, they've got their own gear. If he comes, he's going to slide in and use his gear. If not, then we're going to use mine. So you can roll anytime. Okay. All right. Hey, good evening, everybody. It is Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson back at Heron High School. Scott, the final session of the Pyramid Plus Tournament here tonight. Carterville preparing to take on the Mount Vernon Rams after a loss this morning to the Marion Wildcats, 59-42.
Yeah, just not a good game by the Carterville Lions. You know, they had an opportunity early in the game, especially in the first quarter, to take control of the game because Marion came out flat. They came out sluggish. Carterville did the same, though, and it seemed like from about the middle point of the second quarter, Marion started to take over. Marion got the lead, and then Carterville just had a disastrous third quarter, only, I think, 2 field goals, several turnovers. They finished with 24 turnovers. So, you know, the good thing about playing a few hours later, you forget about that real quickly because you're playing a very, very good Mount Vernon team.
Turnovers are you can tell how Carterville is depending on that turnover total. In that game this morning, they wind up with 24 turnovers, and they had an opportunity to put Marion away. Not put them away, but to get that big lead in the first quarter, because Marion came in here, they were cold. They had the late game last night. It was the first game this morning. Their head was not in the game, and Carterville had a chance to get maybe a 12, 15-point lead against the Wildcats right off the get-go.
Yeah, and it didn't happen because Carterville really couldn't figure out Marion's zone defense. That defense created a lot of turnovers, 24 to be exact, and Carterville really didn't shoot the ball very well, especially from the outside. Marion was not going to let Downen and/or Garby beat them on the inside. And, of course, they had the big guys, Lewis and Campbell, on the inside. Campbell had a big game. He was our Joe's Lawn Care star of the game. Just wasn't Carterville's game. But if they could pull this upset here in the last game for Carterville in this tournament, they'd finish with 3 wins. They would have a signature win, 2 signature wins, one against Heron and one against Mount Vernon. So still a lot to play for Carterville.
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by the Bank of Carbondale's Carterville Banking Center. Bank of Carbondale, they offer a variety of personal and business banking services. You can find out more if you go to their website, tboc.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Both teams are on the floor going through their warm-ups. I had a chance to talk with Coach Shane Hawkins here about 15 minutes ago. When we return, you're going to hear from the Hawk here on our Baroviacs IGA pregame show. You're listening to Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. Final game in the Pyramid Plus Tournament for 2018. Bring it back to me.
Where they're not going to be able to overcome a lot of turnovers because they're, at times, offensively, they struggle from the outside. And, of course, I think eventually Downing and Garby are going to be a good 1-2 punch on the inside. But shooting the ball from the outside is not, hopefully, where it's going to be in a couple of weeks. And so Carterville just doesn't have the offensive firepower to go against a team with some length like Marion. A team like Mount Vernon, they're going to present the same problems. Span, a very, very good basketball player. I'm sure he's in consideration for the MVP of this tournament. So Carterville, the one thing they can't do against Mount Vernon is come out as slowly as they did against Marion, because Mount Vernon will put this game away quickly.
When you look at Mount Vernon in the tournament, the first night on Monday, they beat Meridian 68-50. On Wednesday, they knocked off Marion 59-47. Friday, they got beat by Colorado. Is on the floor, and actually, Scott, you mentioned Amir Spahn. He is in the running for tournament MVP right there with Arshawn Taylor from Collinsville. He's just he's amazing and hung up. Coming into today, the action this morning, he had 63 points in the 3 games for Mount Vernon, and he may be we don't know yet. The selections will be made during this game, but he may be the tournament MVP in the Pyramid Plus this year.
Well, he's just a smooth player. He can go inside, he can stay outside, he can hit you with a 3, he can hit the little pull-up jumpers on the baseline. He's just a very, very good basketball player. And 3 of Mount Vernon's starters, including Span, are only juniors. So Coach Creel, he's probably smiling, knowing that he's got 3 of
Carterville Lions still in the locker room with the coach, but they'll be okay. Cleaner signal, so it's just you use this as your phone line. So you just plug in and we dial in, and
okay.
It won't have that same crisp clear when it's good, but it'll sound like a regular phone line.
Right.
Back at Heron High School, Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson, where now both teams are out on the floor. 6:29, and then Carterville on Friday night, last night, to get the 57-34 win. Mount Vernon Rams team. That would be a true blessing for this Lions team.
Well, it'd be huge for this basketball program that was really down last year. And as I said, it would be not 1 but 2 signature wins for Carterville in this tournament. Not only do you finish above 500, but you beat the host school on their home floor, and then you beat a very, very good Mount Vernon team. So let's see what happens.
Starting lineups are getting ready to be introduced. From before distance, the janitors, everybody, they have been fantastic. The hospitality's been wonderful, and they've done a very nice job just making sure we have the things that.
If you don't notice them, that means they've done their job.
That's exactly right. Also, just saw a few minutes ago on social media, I want to say congratulations to Jackson Yates from Heron. He was first team All-State in football and was recognized up at Champaign, I guess, today. Congratulations to him. He's the only one from down here I've seen so far. So, Ryan Thompson led Carterville with 20 points. Carterville plays at 5 o'clock. They're a half hour in against Teutopolis. If the Lady Lions win that game, they'll be that tournament champion. Congratulations to them on a great tournament. They're 5-0 to start the season, and who knows, they could be tournament champs tonight there.
Well, big wins over Carbondale, Belleville, all talk.
Mar Spahn He could be tournament MVP by the time this is all said and done. Also, 6'1" senior Lucas Cooper wears number 2 in the paint. 6'7" senior Weston Brockhouse. And to Lions basketball all week long here on News Radio WJPF. We are
hitting the offensive boards
in the first game against Heron.
That ball
check with the other official. No, they're not going to. They're going to get it in. So Mount Vernon has the basketball. That is Spahn. That takes it to the right elbow, kicks it out to the corner. Spahn gets the read to the right side. Mount Vernon in the home white. Spahn jumper from the left elbow. I guess I'll say span. That's probably the right way to say it.
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
Jumper from Luke Stritzel, no good. Here come the Rams. 3 ball from the left wing, no good. Rebound by Brockhouse. He battles, puts the shot up, and he gets fouled. And so Weston Brockhouse is going to go to the line, shoot a couple of free throws.
3 offensive rebounds so far for Mount Vernon. And that was one of the bugaboos that Carterville had in their first game this morning, not able to block off on the boards.
So the first one from Brockhouse is good. His first does, so he backs it up, and they'll reset. Works it right side. Dylan Moore toward the right wing. Left-hand dribble toward the right elbow. Kicks it out to Tyler Biddle, now to Luke Stritzel. Back to Biddle between the circles. Looks inside to Downen. He has to step outside the lane. Now Downen in the left corner. Down low, Austin Garby. Kick out Dylan Moore, wide open for 3 off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound comes off to Jackson Creel. And quickly into the front court, here comes Amir Spain. Hands it off to Simon Wilson. Now they work it right side. Spain on the far left wing. Turnover between the circles, over toward the left corner. Right-hand dribble. And now they work it right side to the right wing. Pass down low to Garby. He takes it to the rack. Shot is up and good. Nice job and a nice assist to Austin Garby.
Yeah, nice entry pass to Garby. He went up strong.
Mount Vernon taking to Lucas Cooper, his first bucket of the game. It's 8-4, Mount Vernon. 4:30 on the clock. Carterville in the road blues with the orange numbers. Up top, that's Tyler Biddle to Dylan Moore, passing up that three-point shot. They get it to Downen, now to Stritzel, right side. They get it to Moore. Luke Stritzel steps inside the arc. Downen's going to fire from 3 off the iron. No good. Rebound comes off to Jackson Creel again. 8-4 with 4:05 showing on that first quarter clock. Spahn to the right side, right wing. They look inside, but bring it back up top. Ask for some help. Looking for that cutter, not getting it. Now from the left wing. Spahn leaves it down low. The jumper from Cooper is good to Dylan Moore. Steps in from about 8 feet, has his shot blocked, and they're going to say a travel. Turnover on the Lions.
Yeah. Spahn just his shot, and he wasn't able to.
House toward the left wing. He looks inside, looks for that cutter. He gets it over to Cooper. Cooper now works it to Wilson. Wilson guarded by Garby. Drives the baseline. They just part, and Wilson actually misses the layup, and Garby gets the rebound, but the defense just opened. They're just opening him right up and letting Lucas Cooper drive in. He gets the bucket and the foul.
Well, Mount Vernon is just, their 5's quicker than any 5 that Carterville will have on the floor at any given time. And you kind of got to give them a little bit of room. Of course, it's kind of a double-edged sword. If you give them some room, they'll step back and hit that.
Prost is good. His first bucket of the game, and we have a timeout taken by Shane Hawkins. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. It's 14-4. All Mount Vernon here on News Radio WJPF.
The Salvation Army and Civil Noise captain upstairs in the commons area. Next season, that's upstairs in the commons area. The Salvation Army needs your support.
14-4, it's all Mount Vernon here with 2:07 showing on that first quarter clock.
Well, Carterville's had some good open opportunities from the field, but they're 2 of 8 from the field, and it's not like they're forcing shots. It's not like that they're even having some shots contested. Carterville's just not hitting their shots right now.
As left side to Moore on the left wing. Right-hand dribble, pulls up the dribble, gets it to Pearson. Pearson, the right-hand dribble to Cameron Hall. And they only have, I've got him for 2 turnovers.
Yeah, Carterville's doing a good job of handling the basketball.
Cold shootings.
Cold shootings.
Bothering him today. Pearson got caught in a trap at the backcourt, but just at the line, but he's able to break it, gets it down low, and the ball goes out of bounds off of Carterville.
I guess we should have kept our mouth shut.
My bad. That's my bad.
I've been there, done that.
We won't talk about it. We will wind up talking about it regardless. So Spahn brings the ball across the time. The ball down low on his dribble, keeps control to Wilson. Wilson now over toward the right wing. That is Dylan Harkins, rather. Now Spahn's going to back it up. They're going to hold for the final shot. 25 seconds here on the first quarter clock. He just stands right on the Heron logo at midcourt. Left-right dribble, back and forth. They'll start moving at about 10 seconds. But I wonder who they're going to call on to take the shot. There's no secret here.
I would clear the floor out and let number 4 go one-on-one.
Here he goes. Oh, they shoot it over to the left side, no good. And Carterville has to trigger. Man-to-man pressure. They need to get it in. They do to Garby. He gets it to Cameron Hall, who stays on the floor here this second quarter. He drives the lane. Right-hand layup. Got 4 here in the game so far. 18-6, 12-point lead for Mount Vernon.
Nate, yeah, they were slow putting that score up there. I kept waiting. I thought, boy, I've missed something.
There's the second turnover on the Mount Vernon Rams. Carterville takes it the other way. The ball is slapped out of bounds.
South 7 fans, not of the Mount Vernon Rams, enjoy that for the next 2 years.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun to watch him this year. It's going to be fun to watch this Mount Vernon team this year.
Yeah, they're
once they get into conference point game now, 18-10. Spahn to Creel. Creel to the left wing. That's Wilson. It fires from 3. Rims out, no good. Spahn battles for the board. Inbounds past the Spahn. They tried to alley-oop it. He couldn't get it, but it comes to the left wing, and there's a shot there taken by Brockhouse. No good. Carterville the rebound. Quickly the other way. Wide open is Nick Laird on that right corner. Passes up the shot.
Gets it. And then Garby got sandwiched between Spahn and Brookhouse. And he's going to go to the free throw line.
Shoot 2. First one is good. 5 now for Garby. 18-11. Little bit of a run by the Lions, right? Spahn drives the baseline, kicks it out to Cooper. Now top of the key, they work it right side. To Probst, who's in the game. To Creel. He leaves it for Spahn. Now Creel's wide open from the right corner. Three-pointer's good.
First three-pointer of the game for either team.
Carterville and the backdoor cut there, just couldn't make the connection, and the pass is tipped away. No. Turnover on the Lions, but Carterville gets it right back.
5 offensive rebounds here in the first half.
Simmons hits his first free throw. 22-14. Second one is good as well. Man, they just keep bringing them on the floor, don't they? They're deep.
They are.
1, 2, 3. That's probably about 9 players so far for Mount Vernon. Carterville down 9. Biddle to Downing on the left wing. Up top to Austin Garby. Now to Biddle. They make a big run here on the Lions. 3 minutes, 3:05 on the clock. For Stritzel, down low. Nick Laird is there. His shot is blocked from behind. It goes out of bounds. And coming out of nowhere, that was Harkins that got the block. So Bryce Anderson checks in. Nick Laird comes out. Tyler Biddle comes out. Dylan Moore is on the floor. Didn't mean that for that to rhyme like it did. Picked up by Dylan Moore defensively. Fires it down low. Gets the pass. And the bucket to Brockhouse. Brockhouse now has 6. 29-14, 15-point lead. 4. Second one from Brockhouse as good as, well, he's got 8 now. 33-14. Minute and a half on the clock. Connor Hawkins in the game for the first time.
Beat Mount Vernon by 31 points. This is a good Mount Vernon.
For you. See if we can get a score on the Carterville girls as well. Brockhouse hits the second. He is 5 for 6 at the line here in the first half. Stritzel on the left wing. Now to Bryce Anderson. Top of the key to Moore. Garby steps out on that left wing, looks inside. Now to Dylan Moore. Is Carterville going to hold? For the final shot. Down and up top. To Garby. Connor Hawkins fires from 3 off the front of the iron. 11 seconds left on the clock. Mount Vernon a chance to score, and Spahn loses the handle on it. Goes out of bounds. It's a turnover. Carterville's going to have one more shot to score here with 8 seconds left in the half.
It'll be nice to get a 3 here to get to 20 at half.
That would be nice. 6, 5, 4 on NewsRadio WJPF.